Hey, what's going on, my friends? Miller Brady here, and welcome to my video. For those who don't know me, I'm an online business coach, and what I do is I show people how to start an online business part-time so that later on they can create a life of freedom. And on today's video, I'm going to be talking about implementing the employee mindset versus entrepreneurial to entrepreneurial mindset. Because if you're an entrepreneur, we always talk about employment mindset versus entrepreneurial mindset, right? Like training hours for dollar, and the other one is working on creating that passive income. So that kind of like being an employee is an active income, being an entrepreneur is a passive income. That's what we're going on, right? So, all right, so we're going on to my internet. All right. All right, we're good. We're good. Sorry about that. I know it's always been probably with having trouble with my internet. All right, guys. So, what am I talking about is that if you're an entrepreneur, right? You're an entrepreneur. It's hard. It's hard. It's challenging because there's no one telling you what to do, right? There's no one telling you, hey, you need to get up 7 a.m. You need to do this. This is your first task. You need to finish this by 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. Then you have your break on 10 o'clock. Then you work on this again. So that's hard being an entrepreneur, right? Because there's no one telling you what to do. And the only person, the number one person that is very hard to motivate is yourself, right? It's very hard to motivate yourself. It's very hard to inspire yourself, and that's why being an entrepreneur, you need to be in a path of self-development. Always listening to podcasts, feeding your mindset. Because if you don't do that, you will actually disappear. You will fade away to quit being an entrepreneur, right? So, but if you're an employee, right? What I like about being an employee and why I'm developing that mindset into being an entrepreneur, because if you're an employee, right, you have no choice. You have to get up every 7 a.m., right? Or you have to get up 5 a.m. to go to work at 7 a.m., right? Even if you don't feel like doing, even though if you are sick a little bit, you have to show up to work, right? Because if you don't work, you don't get paid, right? So that's being being an employment. That's having an employee mindset. But what if you take that kind of mindset that even though if you don't feel like doing it, you still do it, right? So that if you implement that to you being an entrepreneur, right? Like even though you don't feel like it, like guys, I know this is for a fact, right? Because I hope that I'm not the only one. Right now, I don't feel like doing a live video, right? But because I have to, because it's a way for me to serve. And if I don't do a live video, I have what I did the past few days will go for naught, right? So even I don't feel like it, but I need to show up. So that's being an employee as well. If you don't feel like working, you have to show up, right? Because you don't get paid. But what if you do that also in being an entrepreneur, right? If you don't feel like doing it, you have to show up, right? Because that's the hardest way that's the easiest way now for you to motivate yourself or for you to work on your business, right? If you don't feel like it, just show up, right? So I'm gonna be truthful to you guys. I know that I have a lot of friends that noticed I was really inactive in Facebook, and the reason is working on a night shift really kind of made me lazy, right? Because I just want to feel like sleeping most of the time or just all tired, right? And I use that as an excuse of not doing live videos or not being just posting on Facebook, right? So, but and on those days that I felt lazy, right? I felt out of place. Like I felt I feel disconnected with motivation, inspiration, with self-development, right? Working on my business, I kind of felt disconnected and I felt like quitting, right? I don't know. I probably thought of quitting a million times during the past few weeks, right? And what kept me going is that this is what I learned from Diane Hoffman a few months ago. Is that she was talking about paddle, 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 kick, kick, kick. Like if it's like I feel I'm drowning. Like I feel I'm drowning, and then I don't know. I don't know how can I get back to this? How can I get back on doing that, what I used to love, right? And I just keep on, almost drowning, feel like quitting, feel like tired. I just felt like I had enough, right? And I just kept on saying to myself, just paddle, 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 kick, kick, kick. Like, even though the tides are coming in, like pushing you away, pushing you hard, pushing you to your limits, just paddle, 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 kick, kick, kick. So that's what I learned from Dan Hoffman, and that always stuck in my mind. It's like, no matter what happens to your life, no matter what happens to you and your point of your life in your business, like especially now, my brother had just had a stroke, right? So whatever happens, right, just paddle, 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 kick, kick, kick. That's how you can keep on moving, just keep on moving forward, because just what I'm talking about, your future is uncertain, right? And you are still creating your future. So if you quit right now, your future will still be the same like what you did last week. Because what you are doing will, what you keep on doing will yield the same result, right? So I hope you get that. So your future, you can still create your future, and one way for you to do that is just keep moving forward. Just paddle, 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 kick, kick, kick. And sooner or later, like most entrepreneurs, you will have your breakthrough moment, you will have that aha moment, and you will have that, a point in your career or in your business that you will say, hey, this is what I love, this is what I do, and this is what I will do for the rest of my life. So guys, I hope you kind of learned something from my experience, and I know it's part. I think it's part of being an entrepreneur. If you're going to be on a journey and as an entrepreneur, is that there's a lot of days, like probably most days, that you feel gonna quit, right? So, and that is the time that we're gonna be really tested, because and like 90%, there's a statistic out there that most entrepreneurs, they quit after the 90-day period, and I hope that won't be the case for most of us, right? So just keep doing what you love, keep inspiring people, keep on making that impact to the marketplace. Alright guys, so I really hope that you get value from this video, right? If you do, comment, like, and share. And if you need help in your marketing business or your online business, just feel free to reach out to me, because I love to help you in any way I can. And by the way guys, so right now I'm working on my business I'm just using my payphone, right? My smartphone. 90% of my business are just on my smartphone, so that's really awesome. So if you are interested in turning your smartphone into a payphone, just send me a private message so that I'll be able to send you information for you to check out on how you can make money just using your cell phone. So that's the way of the future, and I believe it also gives you a lot of leverage, right? On just doing your business on your smartphone. You don't need to go to a computer, or you don't need to have I think you need an internet access for that. Right, so if you're interested to turn your smartphone into a payphone, just send me a private message so I'll be able to send you some information. Alright, so Mila Brady here, and wishing everyone more health and more wealth. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.